and welcome back to my channel. It is halfway through a new month. It's October now, and that means it's time for another episode of Studio Time. Alright, so let's do a quick update of what I've been up to since we last saw each other on the internet. I'm back to work from maternity leave and it's really picking up, so I've been just kind of hustling at work, which is good. It's a creative job, I really enjoy it, but it kind of means that I'm still figuring out my balance of work versus creative time stuff. And also with two little kids, my sleep has been really lacking lately, so generally I've been feeling a little bit tired, but hopefully next month I can get into a little bit better rhythm. But I do feel like I've been creating stuff quite a bit. I'm working on a new commission for a friend, and so I've been doing some sketches and sending those back and forth to her, and I think I'm going to start painting that today. I've also gotten to send one of my large pieces from the Be Where You Are collection, which I have many pieces still available on my website, but I got to package up one of those and send it to someone down in Florida, which was really exciting. Other than that, I've been just painting sort of here and there, doing some florals, the things that I love, you know, and I've been making reels on Instagram, which I was really resistant to, but I have a friend helping me with my social media strategy and stuff like that, so that's been kind of fun. I'm getting better at it. They're not I think I get the sizes wrong every time, so bear with me if you follow me on Instagram. I'm getting the hang of it. It'll be fun. We'll learn together. Aside from that, oh, I painted these little fun floral pages. Just some loose florals in some fall tones. I'm trying some different types of florals. I discovered that I have a hard time with things like mums and marigolds, things with like many petals, because it requires a little bit more patience. You have to let the paint dry in between layers and stuff, and with these loose florals, kind of what I love about them is that they're really pretty fast and I don't have to wait for everything to dry. So I'm trying to figure out a technique that I really would enjoy painting those types of flowers, because I obviously think they're lovely to look at and they're great for fall. And I made those to just test out some ideas for a workshop idea that I have. I'm hoping to partner with a small business here in Tulsa to do some in-person workshops, which I haven't done in so long, and I think it would be so fun. So hopefully we can get a date that works, and I'll let you know about that if you're in the Tulsa metro area. Maybe we can meet up in real life. So that's what I've been up to, just piddling here and there, working on a couple commissions, and let's get to the studio time prompt. So I actually changed my mind right before I started filming this video. I was going to do some landscapes this month because we went on a family vacation in the summer and we went hiking and we had these beautiful pictures of the mountains, and I just thought, oh, that would be fun to do some landscapes, maybe use some colored pencil, do a little bit different medium, but that's not really what I want to work on this month. So I changed my mind, and instead I want to work on a special project that I've been thinking about for quite a long time, actually, and now feels like the right time to start working on it. It might take me more than this 1 month to get these pieces done, because what I'd like to do is create a floral bouquet family portrait, if that makes sense. So you might know that October is Infant and Pregnancy Loss Awareness Month, and I've actually lost 3 babies. So I don't typically think of October as a special month because I didn't lose any of my babies in October, but I know that a lot of people do something special around this time to just remember and to honor those lives and to honor the grief that so many men and women face at the loss of their children. Anyway, so I had this idea to do like a visual representation of each member of my family, of our family, through florals. And I don't know who decides this or makes this up. I don't know who the authority is, but online you can find, you know, florals or flowers or things for each month and their meaning, stuff like that. And so I've gone through and picked out some of the flowers, and what I'd like to do is make a larger piece to include my husband and myself and our 2 boys. And then I want to make smaller, separate pieces for the 3 babies that I lost. And I'm just going to use the month that I lost them. I thought about maybe doing their due dates, but these are the dates we've put on their gravestones, so that makes sense to me. So I'm just going to try to make a little collection, and I'd love to have a prayer corner where I can put these pieces up and just remember our babies and call to mind their intercession for us as we go about our lives. And I think this will also be a way to help me talk about this subject and talk about our family members with our boys when they have questions or when they're old enough to sort of comprehend this. But that would be something important to me as they grow up, that they know that they have other siblings, saintly siblings. So that's the idea. The idea is a floral bouquet family portrait. Yeah? I would really love for you to join me in this activity. I think it's going to be really special. You don't have to do flowers, obviously. If there's something that's more meaningful to you or that represents your family members well, you can use that. So I think that's it. So before I actually began painting my final piece, I did a lot of thinking and sketching and even mock-up painting to get the composition that I wanted. I kind of was in my head about this project, I think because it's, you know, something that I'd like to keep for a long time. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a more realistic representation of these flowers or kind of stick with the loose florals that I've been doing for the Be Where You Are collection. So I did a lot of sketching, a lot of thinking, and what ended up happening was just sticking with those loose florals. And I used my composition sketches as a guide, but I didn't actually sketch anything on the paper, and that just felt right. In this season of life, things are already pretty busy, and I don't have really the luxury to sit with a piece for weeks at a time right now, at least a personal piece for weeks at a time, and so these loose florals just felt better and more relaxing. I obviously didn't want to stress about something that's supposed to bring me joy. So anyway, you see here my sketching process, painting, planning process. And what you don't see is actually many other practice pieces. I really had trouble with the holly leaves that are the December flower. So I really had trouble with those, but I really do love the look of holly, and there was an alternative option for the month of December, but I have a lot of memories carrying Jude around Advent and losing him just before Christmas. So I thought the holly would be appropriate. Anyway, I have several pages of failed holly attempts, and we will see together what actually happens in my final piece, which I plan to show you in a part 2 video. Here is a look at the paper that I'm using for this project. This is an Arches cold press watercolor paper. It's a pretty thick weight, but it's not super thick. As you can see, I just sort of folded it and ripped some pieces into the sizes that I wanted. I think I'm working with a 10 by 14 and 3 5 by 7 pieces, so they'll make a nice, sweet little collection together. So I'm wrapping up part 1 of this video. I don't think this piece is quite finished. It doesn't feel complete to me, but I need to sit with it, take some time. I'm going to work on the other smaller pieces. I will be sure to film that for you too and put that in the next video. And we'll see how this piece evolves and sort of comes to life a little bit more. I think I need to add a little bit more depth, and I'd like to somehow add our family names. I am so happy you joined me again this month for studio time. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more. And you can also follow me on Instagram, at Tara Wright Studio, and I have an email list that I give you a heads up about these videos and other specials that I'm running in the shop and things like that. So I'd love to have you over there if you want to visit tarawrightstudio.com. Can't wait to see you again. All right, see ya.